This is Contemporary Black Voices, and we're back with the final segment where we have our guest, Jerome Johnson, who is the president of the, is it TRM?
TRM Howard.
TRM Howard. But before we get started, first of all, Jerome, I'd like to present you with the Black Life Texas or Black Life San Antonio newspaper. This newspaper comes out every week and normally on Fridays. And it's something that all black people should really, in San Antonio, in other areas, because the articles that are in here are not really specific to either one particular area. They are most of the time national issues. So I think it's a very good paper that each one of you should pick up. And if you can't pick it up from where you are, then think about maybe subscribing and it can be mailed to you. And saying that, I want to also give.
Guess who wrote the feature?
Who wrote the feature?
Me.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, the feature was written by our own Dr. Sharon Michael Chadwell. I'd like to give a shout out to Carl Booker and Avista Products, who helps us to put this program together. Like to give thanks to that. And like to get right back to Jerome and our talk about guns. We were talking about one of the things that I really wanted to come back to is I don't know what you know about the police and where they are supposed to shoot a person. Now, I've heard that it's supposed to be someplace within the chest.
Yes.
That's the issue that I have, is why does it necessarily have to be there? There are some lives that you can save. There are some things that can be done if you were to shoot somebody in the leg or whatever. Now, I know the leg is maybe kind of harder to target because the chest is a very large target. But I think that there is a way that hopefully they could either do that, and if they can't do it from that standpoint, then they've got tasers. So what do you have to say about that?
So I am not a police officer.
I understand.
I am not a lawyer.
I understand.
But in self-defense, the ultimate goal is to stop the threat.
Sure.
Right. So like you said, the largest target of opportunity is center mass. Even if you're a bad shot, 9 times out of 10, if you're at least proficient, you're going to hit center mass.
Okay.
Legs and arms, like you said, those are small targets. They're probably moving and
Right.
flailing. You're probably not going to hit that.
Okay.
But even if you do, that's not going to stop the threat. That person is going to still be advancing at you. You have to shatter somebody's hip to stop them from moving their legs anymore.
Okay.
And that's a pretty difficult shot.
Okay.
So in order to stop the threat, to eliminate that threat, center mass is your best option.
Well, we're going to go to E.F. Hutton right now, the silent voice on our set, which is Mr. Caleb Alexander. We want to ask him what he has to say about this.
No, I appreciate the brother for showing up today and being here and answering some questions. There's a lot of confusion out there as far as state law, Texas state law, as far as warning shots, no warning shots. Or is it legal or illegal? I mean, so if you could provide a little bit of clarification on that, because in some states like Florida, if you do give a warning shot, that is against the law.
What?
Yeah, no warning shots. And so if you could provide some clarification to our viewers as far as the laws in the state of Texas, as far as what you're able to do, as far as warning shots, not warning shots, as far as being able to protect yourself or someone else, because there are a lot of legal issues about that. You know what I mean? If the threat is advancing, are you allowed to protect someone in your immediate vicinity? So just to clarify some of the legal stuff around.
Let me make sure I got this right. So you cannot give a warning shot before you shoot somebody.
No.
What?
Well,
This is
we'll
in
let the
Florida.
expert.
In Florida.
We'll let the expert.
Yeah, and Florida,
answer those
there was a
questions.
whole case about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not a lawyer. That's my disclaimer. But to be honest with you, right now I am going through the Texas statutes, and I am developing a presentation that does deal with the Texas laws pertaining to the use of deadly force. Also, just different gun laws. Who can own a weapon? Who can carry a weapon? Where is it illegal to carry a weapon? Where you can't carry those types of things. I have not come across this section yet about warning shots. So I would not be able to tell you that right now, but I'd be glad to get back with you on that. Let me do some research. I will. But in regards to the right to protect the third person, right? If you reasonably believe that that person is an immediate threat of imminent harm, you are authorized to use deadly force to protect that person, right? And the law is the law. It's very intricate, and it's very important that you read these statutes and understand these statutes because, you know, when it comes down to the legal system, the term reasonable could be argued, right? What's reasonable to one person may not be reasonable to the next.
Right.
So it's very important that you understand these statutes. And that's why I'm putting together this briefing so that we can have these discussions, actually look at these statutes, look at the words, do some case studies so we can fully understand. But in Texas, yes, you can defend a third person if they are in danger of imminent bodily harm or death.
Okay. Thank
How
you
come-
for that. So,
Now, I was going to say, I'll come back to you. I was going to do a round robin of closing comments.
Oh,
You want to do yours
no,
first?
I was going to get the brother a chance to. Are there any other statutes or laws that you feel that the viewers need to be aware of, in addition to the two that I mentioned, as far as warning shot, as far as proximity, defense of those in your immediate proximity? Anything else that way we could keep folks out of trouble? And then where would your this compendium of laws that you're assembling, where would they be able to find that? Where would that be available to them?
Okay, so there's a ton of laws. There's actually 4 to 5 sections that I am combing through right now. So there's nothing that I can say off the top of my head right now that wouldn't take us down a rabbit hole.
Okay.
But like I said, you can contact me and I can get you the information once the presentation is done and let you know when I'm going to be holding those classes. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be on Zoom. I want to make it as available to anybody as possible, right?
Okay, closing comments. Sharon.
So, Jerome, first of all, I want to thank you for sitting on the show with us. I hope that Chris, we need to bring him back on too, because there's a whole lot of questions associated with gun ownership, what we can and cannot do. So I want to see you come back.
Thank you.
Caleb, any closing comments?
No, I mean, just it's. I appreciate the brother here shed light. If you're not a member, please look him up, search his club, join, become a member, learn how to be a responsible gun owner, learn how to properly use a firearm, clean it, maintain it. But again, I thank the brother for sharing this, providing this really great information. The other thing is, and in the state of Texas, you cannot do a warning shot, but don't do a warning shot. But other than that, you know what I mean? And just be on the lookout for all the great information that this brother is going to provide, the Zoom classes and everything, because it's very important to know the law. We, more than anybody else, I know we're not lawyers, but we have to damn near be lawyers. We have to, more than anybody else, we have to be on point if it ever comes down to having to employ a firearm. So I implore you to just please be diligent about that.
I too would like to thank you, Jerome, for being here, and tell our audience how they can get in touch with you.
Okay, well, thank you very much. I really appreciate the opportunity to be here and talk to you as well as your audience. You can reach us on Facebook and Instagram. Just type in TRM Howard Gun Club, and we should pop right up. We have our course schedules on there, and you can private message us, and we'll respond.
Okay. This is Contemporary Black Voices signing off today, and I ask you to subscribe to our channel, Black Video News Network, and to look for Contemporary Black Voices. Please do that, and we'll look forward to your comments, and we'll see you next week.